River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here we go. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
4 yards the pickup, first down. The Bengals at 10-6 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go, set.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals. Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10.
Again, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A game there of 30 big ones. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA. Second and 11 now. He'll look to throw. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Gano the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complete.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11.
To the air again, Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
11, mighty.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Burrow.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end.
Here we go.
Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. And he will find his man Chase complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decided to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
11 empty.
To try again after the sack.
Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Past the 20.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
Yeah, now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be fourth down. Gano's kick is good, and with it, they have taken the lead. So it's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you. Sure we carry it home.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First down. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Burrow on play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They'll start with the option. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Back to throw now on second and 10. Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down.
Let's go now.
a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be.
And now here is another interception. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
11 mighty. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. Second down, here's an option right.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Get ready.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
But you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
He'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Come on, set.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back.
11 Thomas.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
To throw, Burrow.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
11, 11, 11, 11. gotta go. Right.
Now Burrow. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So a victory here for the men in blue. The New